And here we are with Chosen Few Fighting Championships number 25. We begin our second bout of the night. Manny Perez being introduced now with a 2-1 amateur record. His opponent that will be joining him momentarily, Terrence Fox out of Red Schaefer MMA, with no experience in the actual ring that's been on the scorecard. So Peter Johannes, when we look at a fight like that, does Manny Perez would, with the experience, but does that also bode well for Terrence Fox, who doesn't have anything on tape for Manny Perez to look at?
Yeah, well, so if a fighter's got 3 fights and he's going up against a guy that has none, you would think that the advantage would fall with the guy that has the experience, which is probably true. With that being said, Red Schaefer's gym, they put out fighters for a number of years. I know their coaches fairly well. They're not going to put a guy too green into a fight with a guy that's already got 3 fights, so they must have some praise for the guy that they're putting into the cage now. With that being said, I've seen Manny Perez fight before, and he's a stud fighter.
So sounds like we're going to have a good one in our hands, regardless of MMA records. Debuts at 160 pounds here in this one. 3 rounds, 3 minutes apiece. Our last bout went by split decision to Emmanuel Tosh. And like we were talking on the broadcast, you never really know what the judges are thinking, because, we're kind of just looking at the blow-by-blow of, how each round went, and we thought maybe that would be, Chuck Vogt in that first fight, but a split decision that went Emmanuel Tosh's way. So perhaps this one, you never know if it'll even go the way, but shoot, a lot of unexpected things here in this fight, I would think, too.
The other thing is, this would be his amateur MMA debut. He may have Muay Thai, kickboxing, or boxing experience that we are just not aware of right now. That wouldn't surprise me. You see Red Schaefer in the gym, or in the corner there, former UFC light heavyweight, and then you have Coach Benny. Benny is one of the best striking coaches in the state, without a doubt, and a guy that really should have his name out there more. But I wouldn't be surprised if he had, he's worked with this guy in the past in the Muay Thai fights, but we'll see.
No, very true, very good point, because the MMA stuff aside, he may have other disciplines that he's got experience in, and to your point about, not throwing a guy out there who's too green or not ready for a fight against an experienced fighter. And, certainly the foot tape makes me think he's got some kind of, kickboxing or, striking abilities. So may not be, your typical just hands type of fight here in our second bout of the evening. And, we've got nine fights of amateur bouts tonight. We got 3 professional fights. How many of them make it to the full tape will stand to see, but certainly a lot of fantastic fights here are coming our way here tonight on TVW. Chosen Few and Chosen Few Gym always doing a fantastic job of loading up our card with exciting fights. We've got a female fight on the card, and they certainly like to see that as well, as you see now how each man measures up in this 160-pound bout.
Josh Derry does a really good job of matching these fights up. Being a matchmaker can be not a lot of fun at times, let me tell you.
Yeah, the promoter has one of the hardest jobs out there, and certainly a lot of things can change from moment to moment. You might have a guy drop out and have to either fill the card or figure something else out, because those,
for sure,
you never want to, it's tough to take a fight with a little bit of notice, but that's part of the job, and part of what we're here for tonight is a lot of great experience to be had. And Chosen Few Gym, creating a lot of guys, but here in this particular fight, Primal MKE against Red Schaefer MMA. We'll see the start of this one here in just a moment.
2 of the better gyms in Milwaukee right here going toe-to-toe. Primal MKE, I'm a huge fan of what Scotty Seabright and Ben Schultz are building over there. And it goes to show, their gym is just packed.
And Milwaukee making its presence felt here in Madison. The Monona Terrace hosting Chosen Few Fighting Championships number 25.
Height and reach advantage for Manny Perez. It's going to be interesting to see if Fox can work his way in. Nice straight right there by Perez.
Yeah, getting those legs involved, but if you look at the ring presence and Oh, now they kind of switch it up a little bit, taking center ring.
Nice inside leg kick right there. These guys are, they're feeling each other out.
Yep, but definitely a different feel than the first fight of our night, as both men a little bit more calculated in their attacks in round number 1.
Scotty Seawright is saying that the shot's coming soon out of Fox, and Perez.
Oh, there you go. And Perez is not going to let this be a slow fight, surprising Fox a little bit perhaps.
Perez has got some real fluid movement. See, he's got his hands down, trying to goat Fox into a stand-up fight. Scott Seawright just screamed, come on, let's see some swagger here.
Yeah, you're right, though. Usually hands down is a bad sign. Using that perhaps, as you mentioned, maybe a little bit of a manipulation tactic.
Yeah, Perez just feels extremely confident in the striking department. I'd like to see Fox maybe work for a takedown here and see what Perez's takedown defense looks like.
But Fox does not look like he's intimidated by that.
That's a nice straight right again.
And perhaps the broadcaster's curse as Perez ends this one, the official ends this one, as that flurry of hands to Fox's head. And Fox does look a little bit, you know, shaken by that. Certainly doesn't want that to be the way it ends, and that is the way it goes. Terrence Fox.
There's guys that are just natural, fluid strikers, and Manny Perez is one of those guys, it looks like.
So we had one fight that ended, went split decision, and this one ending in round number 1. Manny Perez certainly happy with the outcome of that one. The confidence certainly there. There was reason for that.
There you go, Scotty Seawright. You got the Polish puzzle right there in the corner, Mitch.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, a big round of applause for these 2 warriors. Your referee, Tom DeValis, has called a halt to this contest. 1 minute, 49 seconds of the very first round, declaring your winner by TKO, Mr. Untouchable, Manny Perez.
Terrence Fox is going to have to come back. You know, you said Red Schaefer MMA, a great, you know, gym, and going to learn a lot and take that into his next fight with something to learn, something to prove. So, Peter, we will take a quick break here, and we will come back with our next fight. We are watching Chosen Few Fighting Championships number 25 on TVW.